certainly a very enjoyable game. Middle dominated, as we probably thought, and Otahuhu really a lead built off their defence from my point of view. But look, I think plenty of positives from the Glenora Bears' point of view. They're getting down there okay, and certainly their errors are all pretty tidy and that sort of thing. So just need to find some more points in the second half, and we've got a game on our hands. But for the time being, it's the Leopards who lead by 8. So Messi CK, man on debut with the first carry of the second half. Leifi. And a player down in the defensive line.
Yeah, just off screen, mate.
Looks like it's PL. So time off while we pause there, and a chance to plug the upcoming Holiday Blast, which is happening at Te Atatū. Details available on the Te Atatū Roosters website, Facebook page, or the Auckland Rugby League Holiday Blast tab on the website. Of course, you can jump on and do any number of coaching courses or match official courses now available on the online learning platform.
Yeah, how cool is that?
aucklandleague.co.nz and click on online learning. There's 3 different tabs there: administration, match officials and coaching. A great resource that's been put together, led by Andy Hay and his team. Viggo Rasmussen doing a very good job on that as well. So back to the live match, and Stowers takes it. Dummies out to his left and then gets taken to ground 3 short of halfway. Mikaeli. Last coming up now. Otakolo is the dummy half. Swings it to Paki, who launches a high one. Cleanly taken by Kenneth Fanotti.
Stand 11. Hold. Go. That's one. Hold. Release. That's 2.
Kavaleku.
Right team. No. Hold. Go. That's 3.
Tippins brings Chaz Brown in.
Hold.
The first up contact's very good from the Leopards.
That's 4.
Bernard, ball is put down and kicked away by Riley Buchanan. So Otahuhu now to pack this one down inside their own half, and a chance to put some early second half pressure on here.
Yeah, a little key moment coming up. And the Bears want to keep the Leopards at bay here. No one's in a rush to pack down at this point. They're sort of all just strolling in there.
Emiliano Mikaeli, another of the under 20 graduates from the club. Won the comp with them in 2016. Vafisi. Otakolo now bringing on Leifi at pace. This is good from the Leopards. Otakolo will head back down the left to Stowers. Mikaeli, quick hands, beautiful finish. And it is the man on debut, Semesi Sike, who scores it. Nice little pass from Willie Stowers, and then lovely hands from Emiliano Mikaeli, and another one for the Leopards.
Corey sums that up beautifully as we watch the SAS Sporting replay. You can see going from right to left as they start shifting it out along the back line there. Beautiful cut-out pass, lands in the breadbasket. And from here, nice little pop-up. And from that point, it's all Pete's filming in it. Goal action as he slides in for 4 points. So Otahuhu on the board.
I think he might have known the camera was on top of him for that one. Nice little theatrical finish, and why not? What a way to celebrate your Fox debut. So lead stretches out to 12 and a chance to make it a 3-score lead now with Stowers to attempt this conversion. Nailed his first half one from the opposite angle. So Stowers steps in. It's a low one. And away. And he knew as soon as he hit that one, Willie, that it was off. So Roof Care, Otahuhu Leopards 16, West Auckland Brick and Block, Glenora Bears 4. 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Off the back fence. Kanalifi. Holani. Otahuhu Jr., who spent a bit of time over at the Currumbin Eagles. It's in the Gold Coast Titans development squad. It's also the nephew of Leopards club legend Freddie Turufenua. Stowers rushes to dummy half. Back on the inside to Alfred Smalley. Look at the footwork from Smalley. He's found his home with the Manly Sea Eagles as we see words exchanged. Coma Sampson.
Take the ball up. You're going to play the ball on the pitch. That's the final.
Stowers launches one to the heavens. Mikaeli goes up, claims it, looked to pop the ball out. He had CKR marked on his left, but could not get the ball there. So a turnover. Glenora survive. But this Otahuhu team, Troy, putting plenty of pressure on. They got strike all over the park as well.
Yeah, they've got the tails up, the Leopards. And
One step back.
watch them on the defence now. They'll be really fast and hard off their D-line.
Go. Oh, 19 up. Here we are. Oh, go this way.
Good run from Coma Sampson.
Release 11.
Finds his fronts as well.
2.
Stowers tangled up in the play the ball.
12, 15. Oh, go, that's 3.
Yorker gets to the kick. Drives it low. I think he was just outside the 40.
Nice kick, though.
And outside is the official call from Elliott as well.
If you haven't got one, then mate, you put this. Take it down, boys. Front rows in. Seconds in. Last men binding. When you're ready, huh? Right! That's strong. Stand. Oh. Surrender! Offside,
Holani receives from Otukolo. Struggling to get out of their own end a little bit on this set, Otahuhu.
19, 14 up! Here we are! Hold! Hold! Go! Oh, Second final.
Stowers is tackled on last, so that takes him out of the reckoning, and instead it will go to Pucky. Kicks down the middle, finds space between the original line and those coming through. There's players bouncing around everywhere. Play on is the call right now. Although called back from Elliott, we've got a knock-on in the build-up, and just for a second there it looked like it may have been on for the Leopards. But a knock-on from Otahuhu, so ball to pack down and go the way of the Glenora Bears. And it is Otahuhu who lead 16-4, 49 minutes gone here.
Glenora will be looking to mount some sort of pressure here. Getting ready to restart, we'll play the ball. So, clinical set of 6. And no try at the end of it, be looking for a nice kick. Oh, he's had the ball picked off.
Strip the call.
Just listen, we're not in our row. Once there's 2 in there and 1 drops off, there's still 2 in the tackle.
Yeah, and this is a common misconception in Auckland. So the NRL rule for those watching at home is that 3 people or 2 people can start in the tackle, 2 of them can peel off, and as long as it's one-on-one at the time of stripping, it's allowed. That's not the case in Auckland. It has to be a one-on-one tackle for the entirety for that strip to count. So if you were a little confused on that one.
On the tap, guys.
Coma Sampson, plenty of venom in that one.
Up 19, 6. There we are, that's one.
Ami Tuanai, man from New Lynn, making his Glenora topside debut. Bernard goes backdoor. Ioka, really Buchanan running a nice line, but chopped down.
That's 3.
Nooka it was around the legs. Kavaleku short at the line. It's prop to prop. Bernard has taken 2 meters off the line, right in front of the uprights. A little dart. Short is the call. Bernard. Tippins. Tippins ducks out of 1. Looking for a friend, can't find one. Handover.
I don't know if Tippins knew that that was the full count. Ball's now in Otahu's hands.
It's happened a couple of times today. They just seem to have lacked a little direction. The back end, they are missing Jordan Torde, one of their chief playmakers. So penalty to the Leopards. The upshot of that.
Just a little bit of frustration in it there, I think. As Willie's looking ready to find the line. Rocking the new hairdo there, Willie Stowers. It's a good solid kick.
Chaz Brown, hand in the face, the call from the touchy.
2 penalties back to back. Not really what the Bears want to be doing down here as they start to lose territory now and the Leopards start coming out towards the halfway, Corey.
Up now, 3, 9.
Stowers to Toto Purcell. Good strong carry from Connor.
17,
Pucky shuffles it on. Smalley. Alfred Smalley puts on the goosey and then taking the ground.
Here we are. Hold.
Otahuhu looking to turn the screws again. Already sitting on that 12-point lead, looking to take it out to a 3-score lead. 53.5 gone. Otakolo goes left. Stowers straight and hard and bent backwards as well.
Final. Here we are.
Vaifisi it was. Otukolo dribbles the kick in behind. It's a nothing kick, scooped up by Tippins, and now Glenora want to go coast to coast. Perhaps looking to find a gap, but there's none there. So Otahuhu defence has been super impressive thus far. Whanoti comes in for some work. Limited opportunities for him today. Plima Siaki.
12, you're not a marker.
Kavaliku. Taken well by Mikaeli and Co.
Up now.
CK coming in to assist.
Go. That's 3.
Try scorer about 10 minutes ago, Semesi CK. On a very good first outing in the top flight.
Bears looking good here.
Ioka dinks a little kick over. Space between wing and fullback. Is it going to hold up? No, it's not. Had the right idea that time, Karia Ioka.
Control. Control. It's control. Okay, from the centre. Up now. Hold. Go. That's 0.
Nuka Nuka.
Here we are. Hold.
Total Purcell.
Hold. Ready. That's 2.
Pucky shifts play on. Alfred Smalley wrestled to ground just over halfway now. Melesia, flat ball at the line, goes Nuka Nuka. Pucky now with a little bit of footwork, looking for a little half gap. Tackles still up their sleeve here. Otukolo shakes out of the initial low contact. Now ball comes loose and that'll be ruled back for a knock on. So change of hand again, and now we're starting to see a few tired errors starting to come into this one, Troy.
Yeah, they just not really that clinical on the back part of the set, and the ball goes to ground, sort of not really what they were after for, final excellence and execution. That said, another opportunity for the Bears as one of the trainers are on in the background. Can't quite see him. There's a bit of a conference going on with the referee. So it looks like conference time's over. Bears packs are all starting to link up now as we get ready to feed the scrum.
When you're ready, half.
And Glenora drops the ball on. Here we go.
56 and a half gone, so Otahuhu leads 16 points to 4 here in round 4 of the SAS Fox Memorial Premiership.
Move, 11, 17. That's 2.
Tippins, a little bit of deception at dummy half, goes to Chaz Brown. Former Mount Albert man, Chaz. Coma Sampson, he's had a good game so far, Coma. Tippins jumps onto a quick play, the ball. Well, don't know what happened there. Went a bit wayward. Plima Siaki now. Got him by the shirt, and by the end of that, oh, that's a disaster. Dear, oh dear.
Got out of the road and you've thrown it at him. No, he's 3 or 4 metres away. You've gone and thrown it at him. I know, mate. I haven't put the clothes on for you today.
Big shout out to Crown Lift Trucks, not only sponsors of the referees, Corey, but also the major sponsors of the Fox Championship. And thanks very much for Crown Lift Trucks being involved in the game.
Second, boys. When you're ready, half.
So Stowers with the feed. Kick on play 1. Here we go. Melesia looming down, and there's Alfred Smalley as well, but cleaned up by Tapu Poli. And interesting decision that time, chancing their arm on play 1. Really Buchanan.
Only one marker, that's 3.
Tippins. Good identification of the ruck. Ball comes loose. That looked okay. No more 6 again, though, says Elliott. Now the ball comes loose, and it's a strip. So, Otahuhu choose to kick on play 1. They then concede a penalty, and now are under all sorts of pressure. When really it could have been them building pressure at the other end. Ioka will look for touch. Does so safely as the sun starts to beam down here at Harold Moody Reserve. Final quarter is upon us. It's the Leopards who lead 16-4. And back on the attack now. Piao.
Up now. Hold. Hold. Go. 18.
Whangupo links with Amichuanai.
Move 17. Hold. Hold. Go. That's 2. 13.
Bernard is the first receiver. Shuffles it on. It goes prop to prop again. Coma Sampson
Nice little
pops an offload. Bernard wrestled to ground. They're not far off the line here, the Glenora Bears. Hunting their second try of the day. Tippins throws a looping pass out. Finotti jumps out of the first contact. Still going, Kenneth Finotti. Held up as the call.
Great D.
Tackle 4. Called it 3 times. That's 4.
Tippins says we'll change the direction up. Piao shows it to Ioka. Instead takes the tackle. It's a dominant one from the Leopards. Ioka will get to his kick, but it's claimed on the full by Paki. That was a lovely catch. And this Leopards goal line defence, Troy, just cannot be broken down. Glenora with the 1 try after numerous trips down there.
Ball's popped out. Glenora's taken it. No, referee says no.
So I think this will be a Glenora ball, but the tackle was complete. Or is it going to be a penalty? No, it is going to be a Glenora feed. So to dodging the bullet just a moment ago. Pressure back on now for the Leopards.
Yeah, Glenora just need to have a little bit of patience here. It's a nice little place in the, I suppose, strike area as they get ready to feed the ball.
Seconds in. Last man binding. Heads in. When you're ready, half. Break! Watch the kicking out. Both teams are doing it. 2, 4, 6.
Short side with Brown. Ball pops out. No Phil Kingy on the field, so Tippins looks like he's playing a fair bit in the halves as well at times. Not sure of the exact makeup right now for the Bears. Makaria Ioka will be the leading man playmaking-wise. Whangupo. Amichuanai. Nice quick play of the ball. Whangupo to Ioka. Goes backdoor to Finotti, who knocks it on. Paki comes back to clean it up, and now there's broken field, and look out, here come the Leopards. Alfred Smalley pumping the legs through the middle of the park, still running Smalley. He is dragged down 5 inside the opposition half. Paki catches them, that's almost a professional foul. So potentially a chance here to kick and make it a 14-point lead. Be interesting what they do here. The Leopards, Willie Stowers is a sharpshooter off the tee and says, I'll have this one, I think. No, he's going to kick for touch. So must have been tempted. Take it out to a 3-score lead. Instead, they put it into touch. And a big set coming up now in the context of this game. 63 gone. It's the Leopards who lead 16 points to 4 over the Bears.
12 up.
Play 1. They're only 10 metres out from the line. Otokolo to Paki. Pucky then to Stowers. Stowers dummies and goes himself, but he's not fooling Chase Bernard. We've got a penalty here, though. And it goes the way of the Leopards. And we're going to have a talking to in the meantime as well. No arms and late is the call. 10 minutes in the bin. It's Dre Whangapo who's going to go for a sit down.
Well, what's the call here? We take the 2 points, go back for the kickoff and play with the extra man?
That's exactly what they will do. They will take the 2 on offer. It'll be a gimme for Willie Stowers here. And we'll stretch it out to a 3-score lead. 10 minutes in the bin for Whangapo. The call was no arms and late as well. So as we wait for the kicking tee, it is a big, big moment in this match.
Off the field, mate. We've got a live ball here. Trainer. Oh, we've got a live ball.
Stowers, all good from in front. Roof Care, Otahuhu Leopards, 18. West Auckland, Brick and Block, Glenora Bears, 4. 65 and a bit gone here in round 4 of the CTAS Fox Memorial Premiership. And the next few minutes will be huge. If Glenora are going to get their way back into this match, they're going to have to do it a man down.
It'll be interesting now to see if the Leopards open up their shoulders and start throwing it around. Try to, you know, find that that extra space, create the opportunity. Bears kick off, go deep.
Total Purcell. Nice quick play of the ball.
Up 11, 40. Go.
Smalley. He's had a good game, Alfred Smalley. A couple of really classy touches. Otakolo links back through the middle of the park. Holani, and now streaming down the middle of the park. This is lovely play. It's Smalley involved. The kick goes in behind, and now it's a foot race. One which Zach Tippins will win. So back-to-back sets coming up now. There's a Leopard down and back play, just stretching the hammies. Glenora in no hurry. So look to chew up as much of this clock as they can while they're down to 12 men. Well-timed comment from you, I think, Troy. Interesting to see if Otahuhu just loosen up a little now. We saw there, just with that increased space. Now, there's a kick, and was that offside? No, Elliott says it's all good. So Kuya with the play of the ball goes to Holani. What's the left-hand side here with Stowers and Mikaeli? They'll go to the right for the time being. Kuya.
11, 12. Hold. Hold. Go.
Otukolo goes himself. Good defence from Glenora, though.
No hands in there.
Nice and alert.
Hold. Go. That's 4.
Kuya. Tupaki. Here's Willie Stowers. Stowers goes to the line. Ball comes loose. And he knows golden opportunity wasted that time. Willie Stowers. Ball just came loose at the death there. It was the right idea, though. It's shaping nicely. It's just come to pack down. Glenora feed.
Have to commend the Bears, scrambling well onside
Yeah.
the line there. You know, they've only got 12 players, so Playing inside outside for their men at the moment, containing it.
Let's go, guys. Seconds, last man. Well, you don't need a last man if you don't want it. Break! Move, Seven! Go, that's one. Seven, you're not there. Hold! 15, up! Hold! Hold! Go, that's two. Release, AD! 3.
Tippins
Inside.
kicks from the bottom of the ruck. This is from inside. It is a booming kick downtown. Is it going to find the line? CK gets back just in time to save it. That was an excellent kick from Zach Tippins.
Up 3.
He's all class, that guy.
Hold!
Another excellent performance.
Hold! Go! One.
Mikaeli
Hold! Release! Here we are, 6.
In front of you, Red.
6.
All in front of you. Come on, mate.
Malasia.
12, 14, move!
Glenora doing their best to just play the ball down. Tauti
Move!
just short of halfway now.
Come on, Red.
That's 4.
The final 10 minutes almost upon us. It's Otahuhu well and truly in control right now with an extra man on the field after the sim binning for Glenora. Otakolo to Stowers. Mikaeli, that looked forward to me. Play on is the call. Comes back in field to Stowers, who is taken down. So this will be a turnover.
Again, Glenora Bears doing exceptionally well to contain them in the minutes that they don't have that extra player on the field.
Ten to play, and Glenora needs something miraculous here if they are to get back into this one.
Up, 8. Oh, go, that's 2. 15, 7. That's 3. 8, 7, up. Oh, oh.
Slow play of the
Go,
ball.
that's 4.
Tippins appealing for the penalty. Bernard to Kavaliku.
He's got it away.
Promotes the second phase as well. And then they break down the right here. Glenora, Siaki.
That's in final.
Bernard comes back in the centre field.
Inside.
High one off the boot, although it's scuffed from Ioka. And an easy take in the end for Tavita Mikaeli. And a penalty.
There's around about 3 minutes, I'd say, Corey, for the guy in the bin. Let's work for this penalty kick.
Just make sure.
Little player off screen. Just look like maybe having a bit of cramp. There he is there, left-hand bottom.
Make sure you get in front of them before you kick it.
Stowers puts that one up over the hill here at Glenora.
Yeah, boys, on the tap, boys.
One of the old boys has failed to make the catch on the full there, much to the joy of his mates.
Probably
Mikaeli.
didn't want to dirty his brand new Letterman jacket.
Otakolo, little bobble in there.
Trying to play it really quick, boys.
He was unhappy with that. He threw that ball away and a little bit of upsetness there, I'd say. A little bit of an opportunity looming. He's just gone begging.
Okay, seconds in, boys. Seconds, wait, half. No, boys.
Just thought to myself, there's no position that Kevaliku can't play as he's
There you go.
hooking at that point. I know.
Front
Yep.
rows in, seconds in. When you're ready. Right!
One side on.
I'm not sure. I'm presuming Phil Kingy's picked up an injury here, and we must make note of that as a contributing factor, I guess, to perhaps why Glenora haven't been as polished as they would have liked in attack. It's meant Zach Tippins has had to play in the halves. Penalty now for a shoulder charge, so there's life yet still in the Bears. 4 minutes, or 6 minutes I should say, to play here at Harold Moody. And they need probably 3 tries.
On the tap, boys.
One side on. Forward.
Kavaliku
Offload.
Play on!
pops an offload. Bernard.
Move! Oh, go. That's 112. You're not a marker.
Suape.
Hold! Release! 2.
Oh, the ball's gone along the ground. No, it's play on.
Clown is the call. Yoka picks it up and will go over. His second try of the day, Cartier Yoka. And maybe, just maybe, the Bears still in this one. Kick to come. The gap right now is 10.
We have a quick look at the SAS Sporting replay here, and that ball rolling along the deck there. Managed to tidy it up. Nice little step here. Gets outside his man. Shapes up. Has a look. Gets a bit of a fend on here. And at this point, Leopards are asleep. 4 points are on. So first thing that comes to mind in there is Otahuhu won't be happy with that defensive effort. And for the Glenora Bears, you've got to tip your hat. They managed to get 4 points on the board. 12 players on the field waiting for the man to come back in from the bin. Not a bad passage of play, Corey.
So kick to come. It's well and truly wide, so gap remains 10 points with less than 5 to play. And we'll have time off here.
What have you got, mate?
I'm just trying to check. Is the beer in the bin back? Can't get any more B's in that sentence.
Bear in the bin. Yeah, he's back on the field. So Otahuhu taking their time to make their way back, and I'm sure it'll be a deep restart for them. Their defense has been impeccable for the most part.
Get set, boys. Once you're set, we'll call time back on.
So time back on. Fielded by Whangapo. Back on the field after 10 in the bin.
7, 2. Hold, hold, go. That's one.
See what they got here, Glenora. They're going to need to move the ball at some point here. Maybe it's a little kick over the top.
Hold,
Plenty of space between the
hold, go.
defensive line and fullback Mikaeli. Here's Kavaliku. And put it past him to be the man doing the chip and chase.
Hold.
Quick play of the ball on this occasion. Tippins to Fanotti.
Connor, up. Hold, go. That's 4.
Fourth play.
Inside.
Tippins kicks from inside. Is that a 40-20 from Zach Tippins? Yes, it is. Zach Tippins
Great play.
at his very best and gives his team just a sniff now. By our count, about 3 and a bit to play. Glenora will want to rush and get things going again.
Wait for my whistle.
That's just an excellent play in the context of the game, isn't it? Just
key
knew what he
moment.
had to do there. They weren't going to get there running the ball. A brilliant kick from the experienced 9.
17, release.
Must score on this set, you would think. Tippins to Kavaliku. Suape slips.
Strong.
Paulo is the man to take him to ground in front of the SAS uprights.
That's
10 is the difference. Glenora desperately seeking another try.
2. Hold, go. That's 3.
Tippins, pirouette, comes back. Amichuanai taking the ground. They've lost yardage on that one. Tackle still up their sleeve here though, Glenora. Tippins to Kavaliku. Kavaliku running hard and straight at the line. Pops the ball out the back. This will be play on. Tippins now is knocked on. That should be the game.
It'll be play on here.
Otahuhu now on the ball, and you would imagine this will be fairly one-out stuff from them now. Glenora will do their best to come up with a strip or something to get the ball back.
That's one. Up now, 3.
Offside, offside here.
Pucky to Smalley. Smalley sizes up, shakes out of the initial one from Hannum before really Buchanan takes him to ground.
Ball in front of you. Offside! Get him off the head.
Got it away.
Otukolo shakes out a 1, shakes out a 2, wrestled to ground by Ruli Buchanan in the nick of time.
Home! Home! Go!
Pucky dinks a little kick over the top. Fanotti is back to retrieve. Chase is very good from the Leopards, as it has been for most of the day. And they take him down. 1.5 minutes to play by our count. 10 is the gap. And Otahuhu are about to continue their unbeaten start to the season. It's going to be 3 wins and a draw so far for the Leopards, and they will remain in that top part of the competition, pending other results. I'm going to keep an eye on aucklandleague.co.nz for all of the results. Post-match as well, we'll have match reports for each. Kavaliku. Tippins. Nice quick play of the ball. Jumps out, swings it out the back. Everyone's offside, so they can't kick. Last play coming up now. Tippins jumps out, short side. Kavaliku, quick hands. Powering down the side via Whangupo. What's the call?
Knock on Otahuhu, mate.
Knock on Leopards.
Knock on Otahuhu, guys. Come here, scrum down. Glenora feed.
So Glenora feed. They want to pack the scrum quickly here, Glenora.
Clock's ticking down.
Let's go, seconds, boys. Let's go, seconds in.
And I think we're going to have time off. No, they've just got there in time to keep that clock running, Leopards, so that was smart clock management from them.
Up 17.
Now or never, Fanotti.
Move, 17. Home, go. That's 2.
Ioka to Bernard. Siren goes in the background. Ball comes loose. The Leopards are on it, and they will remain undefeated in 2020. It is the Roof Care Otahuhu Leopards who win this one, 18 points to 8 over the home team, the West Auckland Brick and Block Glenora Bears. A short break before we go pitch side with the 2 captains. Now joined by Connor Toto Purcell. Well, Connor, a really gritty win out there. Must be really proud of that one.
Yeah, real proud. I think, all our pre-season, all the changes we've put in, it's starting to come to form, and it just epitomises with that tough win. But the boys this year just coming out with the 2 points.
There was a period in that first half you survived 4 or 5 sets camped up on your own line. How much confidence did you take from that?
Yeah, I think that was huge for us, really. Turning a team like this away, as you said, 4, 5, 6, back to back, not getting outside of our 20, really. It's a big confidence booster to be able to turn a great team like that away.
Forward pack's looking really good. Must be a lot of fun to play in right now.
Yeah, we give it to the backs a lot. We think we believe our forwards are the strong point, and we let our backs know. But I think we've got competition for places and talent all across the park for our team this year.
Speaking of the backs, though, young Samisi CK, it was his debut. Got a try in there. What did you make of his performance?
I think he's a real talented young boy. I think with COVID and that, he was meant to be in Australia this year, but I guess grateful for us and COVID in a way that we got to have him back for the season. He looks to be a great young talent. I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot more of him.
Undefeated after 4 weeks. Connor, congratulations and all the best for round 5.
Thanks, mate. See you next time.
All right, now joined by Daniel, the co-captain of the Glenora Bears. Well, Daniel, not for a lack of effort today, but the execution just a little bit off when it counted.
Yeah, well, that's something we're going to have to take back to training on Tuesday. Yeah, like you said, execution close to the line. We got down there a few times, but yeah, just couldn't convert.
Wasn't too sure what happened with Phil King. He appeared to go off at some point there. Was that an injury, and how much did that disrupt things? Yeah,
well, there were a few injuries actually. I think we lost all our substitutes. Plus, the extra yellow card near the end of the game didn't help. Yeah, I'll follow up with that after this with Phil. Yeah.
In terms of the effort, though, he kept turning up, and some of the goal line defence looked pretty good at times.
Yeah, well, that's something that we've had a lot of training in. We've done well close to the line, being close to the line. But like you said, it's just that execution on attack. That's what we really need to work on.
All right, commiserations on the loss. All the best for next week, and thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
All right, that concludes our coverage here from Harold Moody Reserve. We're back in action next week. Keep an eye on aucklandleague.co.nz for all of the details. We'll see you then.